Hello, doomed children of the nihilistic wastes of Tveland. Welcome back to Danger Borg.
Danger Borg.
Danger Borg.
Sounds like a really cool 80s cartoon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Danger Borg. Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe that's why we called the Danger Club in the first place. There's some kind of link there, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back. And this is our special on Mörk Borg. And I'm sorry, Scandinavians, I've said it wrong so many times. Mörk Borg. Mörk Borg. I've said it wrong so many times. I have butchered the language in the same way that Viking raiders butchered the nuns and the villagers of various northern villages back in the day. I'm sorry, I have not pronounced it right once. But this should be our final episode on it, all things being you either die in this dungeon or you come out as some kind of victors. How you guys all doing? Ross, you said you're feeling a bit ill.
Yeah, I started, had a week off after Christmas. And, was reset, recharge, first day back at work, after our record. I was woke up in the morning, I was like, I've got a bit of a cough. Don't worry, I did 2 tests. It's not COVID, so you're all safe for now.
Well, it takes a while for it to show up, but
Well, if you do, I'm sorry for kissing you, Colin.
That's all right. I enjoyed it. It was nice.
Don't apologise for that. It was a really special moment.
Everybody cheered around the table. It was great.
Yeah. But and then I started just feeling like rubbish. But it's all right. I'm okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
It's okay, man. It's fine.
Well, you were on top form previously as Brian, so doing something for you.
Yeah.
I just cooked myself an entire roast dinner today, guys. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Literally yesterday, you went to me. I need to stop, being so bougie, having cooked breakfasts every morning. And then he's like, yeah, I just fucking made a whole roast, yeah.
Fair, but this is economical, right? All the parsnips, carrots, and potatoes and broccoli was already in my veg box that I get anyway from Avon and Cole.
Nice.
The roast chicken was a small roast chicken, and I fed myself. There's probably a little bit of a meal for my housemate, and I'm probably going to get another 2 meals out of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Solid.
Okay.
I'm clever.
Yeah.
Are you going to make some stock from the chicken bones?
I want to, because that's what I normally do.
Do you?
That is sensible.
Because then you get another meal out of it. Then you get another 2 meals, really. You can make a soup.
You get chicken soup, which is ironically the food that Ross needs right now because he's ill.
Yeah, right, yeah. And you can make a risotto out of it as well, which is fucking awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Obviously with the stock.
Well, and not the chicken bones.
No. Chicken bones.
Sure,
after you've made a stock
risotto.
out of the bones, then the bones are, you get rid of the bones after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't eat a lot of meat, but I just...
I seem to know an awful lot about it.
You don't eat a lot of meat, Cole, but anytime we talk about meat, you really want to get involved
I
in
get
the
excited.
conversation.
Yeah. They're on to me. Quick. Get out of here.
Kaplan.
Yeah, Kaplan.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in a while, Colin.
Yeah.
I'm not cooking cats that's not happened.
Good to know, bro.
Yeah.
Good to know. That was you're not cooking cats. Brian was skinning foxes.
Yep.
And you are still alive in the dungeon of the hollow sarcophagus.
Although they're blind. Although you're blind.
Yeah.
So
Well, you're not
We're not
blind.
blind,
You can
no.
see, but living creatures are invisible to you. I will point out that the effects of that do last an hour.
So if one of us dies, you'll just see our dead bodies just fall to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll become visible. Yeah.
It's a bit like being on the ethereal plane, isn't it? It's like you can see.
Yeah. Weirdly. Fun and weird. Speaking of things that take about an hour, I should have told you about the rest mechanic. You can take a rest if you want and get some hit points back.
No.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. So you take like a short rest.
Brooklyn.
No sleep till Brooklyn. No sleep till the Drowned Altar. If you take a small rest, you get D4 hit points back. If you like sleep, you get D6 hit points back. The game does stipulate that you need to have food and drink on your person in order to get the effects of any kind of rest. I don't know if you have that or if you just have lard.
We've got so much lard.
Yeah, I don't think we.
Yeah, we still got some lard.
Food.
Oh no, I've got 4 days worth of food for all of us. It's just that I've been feeding us lard instead of the food. I've been letting the food go off while we eat lard.
I got water skin for 4 days, so that's good. Oh, and I got 4 days worth of food actually.
There you go. Then you can have a rest whenever you like. Get some hit points back whenever you like.
All right. Yeah.
Maybe you'll need them. Maybe you won't. Maybe that goblin fight was the biggest fight in it, and you just one-shotted it with a scroll.
Definitely. I think that's definitely
Absolutely,
what it's going to be like.
yeah.
No more fights.
It's happened twice now. I killed the crab creature outside with telekinesis.
Yeah.
It was kind of
now
cool to
this.
use it, but I do think that maybe I should have saved the scroll for like the big boss or whatever. But fuck it, you know.
Well, it's Mork Borg. You know, anything could kill you at any time. The goblins don't even get a chance to make an attack at you and thus pass on their weird curse, which is a thing. If you don't kill every last goblin that you can see, then you will turn into a goblin in D6 days. After contact with the goblins, there is another adventure that's been released with Mork Borg called Goblin Grinder, which I came very close to running for you guys instead of this one. You can imagine what goes on there. We pick up with the three of you. I don't know if you're going to be around long enough or your characters like each other enough to give yourselves like a group name. But the three of you, the monkey menagerie, you are stumbling down the steps, the vine-wrapped steps of the hollow sarcophagus. The vines that end in bulbous flowers that look like angelic faces that sing and make you sing and stop you seeing living things. You step down the steps and your feet splash into a little bit of water. Terry and Skibbity, you lose sight of Belfaduck, Brian, and each other.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we see each other? But obviously we don't, do we?
You don't see each other.
Yeah.
You can still hear everybody.
I appear to be alone.
I appear to be alone. Who said that?
You're not alone. You're standing right in front of me.
Who said
What's
that?
wrong with you?
Oh, a comforting voice in my head is telling me I'm not alone.
Oh my God!
You know who I am, even if you don't see me. You know my voice. It's Brian.
Are you the man whose wife I stole?
Yes, you're the man that ploughed my wife. Yes.
I do not plow. We make sweet, sweet love.
Wait a moment. You've turned invisible. You're still there. I can still smell Brian.
I can smell him too.
I know exactly where Brian is from his terrible smell.
That is fair. He does really stink, yeah.
So I can't see you. Can you see me?
No, I can't see anything.
Right. So
I can see you.
Oh, how do I look?
Like an adulterer.
An adulterer wearing heavy armor.
yeah. Right. So
It occurs, Skibbity, that this will make visiting Margaret far easier.
yes, it will. I hope her sister's coming around because she is hot.
It is the vine madness. You have been affected by the spores. That wreak havoc inside your mind, like others of my kin have been, and this is why the plant of life must be ended.
Is it sort of permanent?
Well, no, it should wear off, like, in a little bit, but it depends on your level of exposure, to be honest. There's some of my friends that just got absolutely fucked out of their brains for years.
Years?
Yes.
Well, bloody hell, hopefully you don't get it for years.
Oh, the thought that I might never actually lay eyes on your wife, Brian.
Some would say that would be a treat.
all right. So you'll have to lead the way, and we'll have to follow the smell.
You could, Colin. You can still see the walls, the floor, the ceiling. It's just. I stipulate just living creatures that you can't see.
Yeah, I can't see anything. I mean, I can see the walls.
Would you class as plants as living creatures?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you can't see plants either.
Okay.
Where you are all stood right now at the bottom of the stairs, the viney wall has ended, is opened up into a corridor. And by your feet is a dank little pool. You see it trickles all the way down the corridor. To your right, there is a collapsed sort of wall with a load of rubble on it. And through that trickles in some fetid water, which is passing by underneath your feet. It travels off to your left. And as your eyes follow it, up ahead, the corridor leads off into a room ahead of you. And then further down, you can see it turning like twice more into other places.
Well, you all can see, can you?
I mean,
I can see a pathetic little tinkle. Yes,
I could see the water. I can't see you. I can smell you.
Well, shall we go to the left?
To the left.
Everybody go to the left.
To the left.
It sounds good.
All right.
Kind of melodic.
Follow me.
I will follow the I'll follow the smell. Skibbity, you follow the sound of my enormous feet stomping on the ground, and together we'll make our way.
Skibbity starts to walk and bumps into you, Brian.
Oh
yeah. Skibbity and Terry, can I get presence checks, please?
Yeah,
sure.
Natural 20.
A 16.
You both don't really fall calamitously into anybody. Between the sound and the smell and the footsteps which are landing in water, you do get a good sense of where everybody is. You don't fall into each other badly. You sort of Skibbity, you bump into Brian a little bit and it's kind of annoying, but after a while you kind of get it. Brian, your monkeys are looking around baffled, wondering where... Oh, no, wait, they can see stuff. Your monkeys are looking directly at Terry and Skibbity. God, this is a real head fuck, actually.
Yeah, man.
And making stupid faces and, like, doing that with their finger against their head. You make your way down the corridor. You've gone off to your left, so you haven't gone down the corridor that was in front of you. You've gone off to your left. You splash and sloosh through the fetid waters. There is still that bioluminescent moss everywhere towards the bottom, especially near the water. There is a weird uplighting glow to underneath your features.
Skibbity, you should take some of this for your restaurant.
Yeah, I do like your restaurant.
I got enough moss, really.
No, but this is bioluminescent moss.
Yeah, I mean, I did put it on a special for a while once. One person came back one day and said that he had some bioluminescent moss, and when he urinated, it'd come out bright. You know, he could urinate in the dark, and he could see it.
Well, if anything, that seems like a selling point to me, Skibbity. That feels like it should be a positive.
And then his penis fell off, so...
Oh, well, I could see why that might impact your reviews.
And then his eyes fell out, and then I killed him just because he couldn't stop complaining. So, yeah.
Well,
no, I
don't blame you.
No. Right,
bad press and all that.
Yeah. All right, well maybe...
I guess...
Maybe another time.
I'll just take some for myself. I'll put up peels. I take some bioluminescent moss off.
You got some bioluminescent moss. Belford Duck goes,
Yes, it is very nutritious. You should eat that. You look sick.
Watch out for your penis.
Maybe we could eat it together tonight. There's a sort of hors d'oeuvre. Anyway,
what do you mean tonight? We live down here. We have no concept of the passage of time.
Well, eventually we would like to go outside, and maybe we could go for a lovely walk around the caves. They're very nice this time of year. I mean they're horrible 90% of the year, but you know, the other 10%, they're okay.
She narrows her eyes, her bulbous eyes at you, and thinks for a second and goes,
Yes. This will be very useful. Powerful you are.
Yes. And we're going to meet the Queen. Or whatever the version of the Queen is in this game. I've forgotten what her name is. It's Princess Lilaria or something.
Princess Lilaria.
That feels a way nicer name than it would be from what.
That is a different franchise entirely, my friend.
What's Lilaria from?
don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brian, just as a favour for myself and Skibbity, since we are so disadvantaged at the moment by this terrible curse, if you and your new partner do decide to make love at any point, obviously we won't be able to see you, so we will need you to describe graphically what is happening so that we can form a mental picture.
Of course, boy, don't worry about that.
Excellent. I'm glad we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
You sloosh all the way down this dank corridor. It takes a few minutes until you get to a turning point. You notice back when you first came down the stairs, you were feeling very cold, strangely very cold. And as you came away from one of the entrances, it's gotten less cold. And now you've come all the way to the other end of the corridor. There is a left turning, the sound of running water, and there is a right turning.
Hold on.
Have you broken, Brian?
No, I was just looking at my notes. Belvedere, do you know which way we should probably go for this? The left or the right?
Yes, you should go right if you wish to speak to my idiot brethren.
Okay, and yes, all right, yes, we need the music box, don't we?
Because left is where the water comes out to, tumbling endlessly down into the pit of hell.
Yeah, have you ever been there?
No.
Oh, hell's a hellish place.
You've been to hell.
Oh, yes. Have you ever seen two men?
Yeah, I have seen two men as it happens.
No, but apparently your friends can't see two men right now.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was like. It's such a long...
I can't remember the sight of men.
It's been so long. 3 or 4 minutes at most, and I still can't remember anything.
Yeah, that's hell, boy. That's hell.
Listen, shut up and be more respectful. In these rooms are where we sleep.
All right. How do you want us to show respect, my love?
What did you just call me?
I said my glove.
Glove.
Is hurting.
He said glove.
Gloves.
I heard him.
My gloves are hurting.
Actually, yes. Yes. Good, yes. Now call me that. That will be useful in what is to come.
Oh, God.
All right. My love?
Yes. Good. Good, yes.
All right, well, let's go and meet your brethren.
Shut up now.
Okay.
She turns and sort of ducks through a hole in the wall that leads to another corridor. It winds and twists for a while. The water follows you down here as well, but doesn't seem to move very much and starts to become still. And eventually you splash into a large open room filled with figures. The first ones you see are the weirdly lit cocoons floating in the water. They are man-sized, they are humanoid-sized cocoons floating in the water, and then all around them, dotted around this quite large cavern, with various bits of floating wood that are serving as like weird mini tables, and putting things on, are other drowned figures. They are all slowly rising up out of the water silently. They turn their bulbous eyes towards you, the intruders, and their scales glow with the underglow of the bioluminescent moss. They all turn towards you as you and Belvedere enter.
Careful, Skibbity. It's an entirely empty room.
Yeah, I was going to say, are they dead?
No, the cocoons and the drowned are all alive.
They're all alive.
You can see nothing.
And we can't see the
room.
We can't see the bioluminescence either, can we?
You can't see the bioluminescent moss either.
Yeah.
God, this is so cruel. The small amount of beauty that is offered in this horrible land is denied to your eyes because of drugs that were on the wall.
Yeah. And we've still got like 45 minutes left, haven't we?
Yeah, I'd say about 35.
All right, okay.
Well, hello there. Do you want me to speak?
As you speak, all the drowned heads turn towards you, Brian.
It is I, Brian, of the cave.
Brian's talking to himself.
Again, he's talking.
Well, I don't want to alarm you, but there's hundreds of thousands of drowned men.
There's 10.
Yep, there's 10, and some pods as well. Cocoons.
They're beds.
Yeah, beds. For doing stuff on. Like sleeping, and maybe he looks at Belvedere. Also, other things. Anyway, yes, it is I, no, Brian.
He's already taken her name. I'm worried this relationship's turning toxic.
The drowned interrupt and they point fingers up and they go, one of them says,
Belvedere, you have returned. Yes, I have. I was freed from a shambling prison, and I have returned to you with 3 beings of great power.
The drowned look and cock their scaly heads.
That's right, you fuckers. These 3 killed the goblins that live upstairs with 1 piece of paper.
The drowned open their mouths.
And they go, and she goes, that's fucking right. Yeah, he did that one, the one that can't see anything. And this one...
I've also whipped across a chasm of death with just my whip.
This one conquered the pit of hell to rescue me.
Yes, I did. And now we are going to be sort of going on a date after this.
This man is my husband.
She lifts Brian's hand up in the air.
That moved fast.
Well,
does that
yes.
Does that make me best man?
Are we getting an invite to the wedding, Brian? I can't help but feel a little shunned here.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay, I'm waiting, Margaret.
You can't technically see me anyway. Oh no, wait, you can see me. I can't see. No, wait, you can't see me.
We can't see you at all, Brian.
Or my wife.
Can't see a
It's
thing.
really hard to keep in your head, isn't it? It's strange.
Yeah. You're just hearing just an audio guide of what's happening. You're basically listening to this podcast.
Yes, if Colin and Dan just close your eyes, you'll have a better immersion in the story.
Yes, we are to be married, and this is my beautiful wife, who's not Margaret anymore. So, what do we do now?
Why you're still talking as well, aren't you? Because we're all still wondering why you're still talking, and now you're wondering why you're talking.
Yes, I am actually.
That's right, you heard him. You heard my new husband, Brian. He who conquered the pit of hell, and those who vanquished the goblins, who you were all scared of, and I knew you were. Now
Which
these
one?
3 beings are indelibly wedded to me, and I control them. And so you better not try and kill me or lock me up again, you fucks. Okay, we're gonna sort out this plant of life shit now.
So wait,
Drowned.
we're all married to you? Is that what you were saying?
No, actually, that was a figure of speech. I only want Brian.
Well, I'm game, I'll be honest.
I mean, we share wives before, me and Brian. So
This was not an invitation to a polycule. This was a marriage for power and power alone.
Oh no, we're not interested in anything as wholesome as a polycule. This would be entirely toxic and destructive.
yes.
Clearly. Now, excuse me while I threaten my family with murder. Now, yes.
And the drowned looked cowed, and the one who spoke said,
you. But the plant of life sustains us. And no, it doesn't. It doesn't sustain you. It fills your mind with nonsense. Oh, she has said heresy. What are you going to do? Lock me up again? Brian will kick the shit out of you, won't you, Brian?
Oh, yes, I will. If the shit is in... I mean, I've got shit all over me, so I will kick the shit maybe onto you after when I hit you with my foot.
Very well, Belvedere. You with your new alliance of power. Who are we to stand in the way of your heresy? Maybe she is correct.
He turns to the rest.
We do keep dying.
3 of them walk into walls because they can't see. There's 2 of them that are like just rubbing at their legs over and over.
Actually, life is a bit shit. Plus, we still haven't got over Terry and Jerry.
What happened to Terry and Jerry?
Terry and Jerry died, and they put them on the altar thinking the plant of life would bring them back because it's called the plant of life, but it didn't do that, did it?
All the drowned shake their heads slowly.
No, it didn't. And it's frosted in there now, hasn't it?
And they all nod their heads slowly.
Because that's what happens when we die. We turn to frost. Did you know that, Brian?
Well, I turned to mulch, so don't worry.
How
we
can
all
you
turn
possibly
into
know
something.
that?
Well, when you rot away, you turn into mulch. And you go back into the earth. And then you're eaten by foxes. And that's the chain of life. The circle of life.
And then you skin the foxes.
Yep. And then my wife has it away with lots of men.
Tell them, Brian, Skinner
Sorry,
of foxes.
my ex-wife. Sorry,
Tell
my
them.
ex-wife.
Tell them what you came here for.
We have come here for the music box.
The drowned start moaning.
Oh, sorry. I thought there was going to be a bit of a reaction to that.
Music box.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. So if we could just take that, we could give you something of equal value if you would like. I've got a whip.
Belfaduck and Brian.
Yes.
And the other 2 that are looking at the wall.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
The music box has been claimed by the outsider, who very now sits in our hoard, trying to prise its mechanisms open.
Where is he? Or them?
The hoard, I will show you. Here, come this way. Brian, just follow me, and you two hold on to Brian, and...
Well, we can't see Brian.
Hold on.
You can...
Follow my nose.
Yeah, we'll
no,
just
you
follow
can't
the
see me.
smell of the puddle on his head.
I'll walk towards you, and a moment before you're skewered upon the many spikes on my armour, you just hold my hand, and then I'll know to stop before I impale you.
Okay.
I'm going to get out my great sword. Same thing. Just move away from it. Does quite a lot of
Incredibly
damage.
sharp sword.
Brian,
Brian and Belfaduck! Belfaduck, are these truly the 3 beings of great power that you claim they are? Yes.
Easy.
you all slowly, whilst the drowned just watch you slowly Macarena conga line your way through and around.
No, careful, don't put your foot there, No, that's someone.
Are you sure that's not you, Brian? I feel like I'm poking something.
Oh, that's my erection.
Oh.
You splosh your way through through the lair of the drowned and into the horde. Opens up into a small, weird cavern. There is mud that covers a jumble of shiny objects, cutlery, coins, chains, nails, horseshoes, a mound atop which sits a human. Terry and Skibbity, just a mound, a shiny glittery mound. The human has got long bedraggled hair matted to his forehead and down the back of his neck. He actually looks a little bit like Jorgen, Heretic.
Excuse me.
Yes?
No, not you.
Oh.
There's a man sitting on top of that gold. I mean, you guys can talk. I feel like I'm doing... You feel free to.
I mean, I would like to talk, but we can't see who we're talking to.
Well, I could just describe to
Please
you.
Describe him for us, Brian, and then
we'll do the
talk to him.
talking. Yeah, let's do that.
He's just a guy looking on. He's on the top of the horde with long bedraggled hair.
Excuse me, Mr.
Right.
Guy with long bedraggled hair. Over there.
I can speak for myself.
Yes, that's what I was doing. You over there with the long bedraggled hair.
I am Wreck.
Rick, huh?
Wreck.
Rick what?
No wreck.
Wreck. Wreck. Am I saying that correct now?
Wreck.
Correct.
Wreck.
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 Like a sort of
Like a like a kind of
sort of
a
Spanish.
glottal stop, huh? Wreck.
Wreck.
No, just wreck.
Wreck.
With a W.
Say it again. Wreck.
Oh, like a wrecking machine.
Oh, like we do to. Oh, right, yeah.
What is a wrecking machine?
Well, my wife.
Skibbity on the weekends.
Yeah.
What have you come for? Idiot.
We come for a music. Can I see a music box? I can see a music box if there's one there.
You can
right?
see a music box suspended in the air atop the horde. Yeah, it's there. He is clutching like a brick-sized wooden object inlaid with like gold and ivory and sigils. It's a very pretty looking wooden object, and it seems to have hinges.
Now, Ricky Rick, this is going to blow your mind, but I can't see you, but I can see the box you're holding, and we want that box.
I don't care. I will open this music box and I will play it, and then I will come across the great treasure that is hidden within the bowels of the plant of life.
We kind of need that box.
How about we give you something of equal value?
There is nothing of equal value.
I got some.
He's got a whip.
I've got a whip.
I got some chewing tobacco.
Lard.
2 monkeys.
Actually sounds like a really good fucking weekend.
I've also got this dead monkey here.
They do not know why you keep the dead monkey, but I, Wreck, will carry this and open the box now.
And he seizes it and puts his fingers in certain places and tries to prise it opening.
It's not working, is it?
No, it is not working for Wreck.
Well, this is awkward.
You there, you help me open this. I will make you a deal.
Who is he
Like
talking
my
to?
brother,
I'm not sure.
like my brother dealt with the horrible crows that live atop this place. I will.
Oh, yes, he's doing very well, by the way.
Did not ask.
Absolutely
Yeah,
great.
Do not
Hey.
care.
Having a good time.
All right, fair enough.
He's dead. I mean,
If you help me open this box, then I will give it to you.
Why did you go up there in the end?
Because Wreck was thinking.
Well, it sounded like you weren't going to give
yeah,
it
it
to us
sounds
by
like
saying...
you're going to kill us or something.
On the one
It
condition.
does sound like
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, go on then.
We go to the plant of life. And then after we visit, then I will give you the music box.
All right, you got a deal,
Yeah.
but you have to promise to give it back to us.
No problem.
No. You got to
I
say the
didn't
word
hear you
promise.
finish that word there.
Primo.
No.
I really do feel like I'm not. It might be that my hearing is going.
Yeah. I can't see you, so maybe I can't hear you.
Promo prime premise.
I got to hear you say it.
I heard Primark mice.
Have you ever made a promise in your life?
I made a promise to my brother that I would look after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've done a very good job.
He wanted to have his crows instead, so I left him to his birds.
Yep.
I mean, Margaret made a promise that she'd remain faithful to you, Brian, so you just can't trust promises in this world.
No, the world's over. We're all going to be killed by a 10-meter Leviathan wave.
Brian,
Pathetic.
that is your name.
Yes?
Brian the Betrayed.
Yes I am.
Wreck heaves himself up and then scrambles down the mud and detritus pile. It sends like a sort of like a tumult of debris scattering down the other side. It all hits the water and sends ripples all around the chamber. Sends ripples down a small corridor behind the horde that you've not seen. As Wreck hits the water closest to you, he turns and looks fearfully back.
We have maybe made too much noise.
Well, why have you been in here having a conversation with us?
No, Rek forgot. Rek is an introvert. I have not seen people for such a long time.
Well, let's get the bloody hell out of here.
Really should have had a sign.
From behind the horde, a pale light glows, and the sound of breaking ice and sloshing of water as stumbling through the bodies of 2 dead drowned, covered in sheets of ice, their eyes frosted over, their limbs cracking and snapping towards you as they lurch towards you. Come towards you. If I haven't said that enough already, roll initiative.
Oh! I've gotten better. I can see them.
You can see them. They are dead.
Yeah.
Is it the strength you roll for initiative?
No, you just roll a d6. Just one of you roll a d6.
Oh, D6.
Oh, one of us, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Dan, what'd you get?
I got a 6.
6.
yours then.
That means you go first.
Hooray!
You all get to act before those that are left behind get to go. Thank you. You go run for the Miss Advent calendar.
We can see them, but we can't see Brian.
True.
So I guess we just have to hope that Brian isn't between us and them.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You do have some idea because he's been talking for a while, so you know roughly where he is. Unless he moves silently without saying anything, you're pretty sure you aren't going to hit him.
Okay, cool. In that case, I think Terry is going to heft his mace and just try. Well, I suppose this counts as your bachelor party, Brian. And is just going to charge forward, hopefully not running Brian over with his 1,000-pound frame, and just chunk towards these things, mace held aloft to attack them.
Make an attack. Give him a strength check.
That's a 10.
A 10 is a miss, unfortunately.
That's a miss.
It's a miss. Your mace goes swailing over the side. You splash through the water in your heavy armor, like it weighs you down. You go skidding over one part. You don't quite connect with your mace. That's it. Skibbity, your turn.
All right, so Skibbity's going to run towards them and hit them with the new great sword. The first swipe from the great sword.
Shiny sword. You can name it if you want.
Cyril.
Cyril the sharp sword goes sailing through the air, connecting with the bodies of the dead drowned, those left behind.
Cyril!
Give us a strength check.
All right. It is an 8.
An 8 is a miss. Cyril the sharp sword goes sailing through and splashes into the water, still held in your hands. Brian, it's up to you. What do you like to do?
Save us, Brian!
I'm going to send in 2 of the monkeys.
Okay.
Can I get?
You can't send 3, can you? So
yeah, 2 of the monkeys are going to go in. Can I get
putting your backup
attacks
characters in the front line really, really quickly there, Ross?
Yeah. Well, this is near the end, so yeah. Can I attack with both of them or just one?
You can attack with both of them, I think.
It does say, 3 monkeys that ignore you but love you, 3 hit points, punch bite D4. It does say punch bite D4, but if there's 2, does that mean I get 2 attacks or is it just 1?
Yeah, both Margaret and
I can't remember what the other one was called.
I know Bitey was the one that died.
Yeah. Let us know, Dangerlings. What?
In time for the next 5 minutes. Your 2 monkeys go splashing and slapping away through the water, terrified as they are that you might whip their brains open, choosing the frosted drowned as the lesser threat. Make your attacks. Give us 2 d20s. Strength checks for the monkeys.
Yeah. That is an 8.
And the other one?
Oh shit.
Go on, Margaret.
And a 2.
And a 2.
Oh god.
The monkeys, Cyril and Terry all miss the drowned. Those left behind are staggering and jerking through the water closer to you. Their unnatural movements are hard to track and hard to hit, weirdly, because they're really slow. It is now their turn. Their jaws snap open, and from savaged, holy throats emits a... I need all of you to roll a presence check for me.
Absolutely will.
14.
That's a 16.
And a 9.
Skibbity. The cries soothe the back of your brain. Mm-hmm. Your eyes roll back into your head and you fall asleep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Starts drowning in the water.
Yeah, right.
You splash backwards gently into the water in a wonderful, blissful sleep, thinking of unending snow and plains of flurries of ice and dales of snow.
I'm gonna make snowballs. I'm gonna throw
dropping your incredibly sharp sword.
Yeah.
The sword splashes into the water. Skibbity, the water comes like up to your, like the, I don't know, if your arms are back, then up to your shoulders, the middle of your fingers, that kind of thing. It's not up to your nose or mouth yet.
Okay.
Also, I need everybody to roll another presence check, please.
Even me?
Even you.
Oh, natural 20!
Natural 20 as well.
Oh,
2 natural 20s. Okay.
Bachelor party.
Okay, that's a critical. That's a critical when you're defending. It means you get a free attack on the enemy. So both of you roll a strength.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, 14 and... 14 and a 4.
And that's a 2 for me.
Okay, so Terry continues to miss. Brian, one of your monkeys has hit the enemy.
Yeah.
4 monkey damage.
And it's 4!
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
One of the drowned, mid-scream, just that cerebral scream just gets cut off as one of the monkeys scampers up and starts ripping away at its throat and chest cavity. God. Bits of frozen flesh get snapped off and drop into the water everywhere. It sways for a moment. Okay. Skibbity, whilst on the floor, you take 2 points of damage as the assault that does not wake you continues to make your ears bleed.
Okay.
The oral assault on your brain. It is now back to... No, there's 2 of them. I need everyone to make another presence check, please. Shit. They're both screaming.
That's a 4.
15.
Natural 20.
Okay, cool. But
oh my god.
Unfortunately, it's so sad. You are asleep.
Yeah.
So you don't take any damage, but you don't get a free attack. I'm so sorry. Brian, you continue to shrug this off. This is nothing like the horrors that you have known. However, Terry, you do take 1 point of oral sonic damage as the sound begins to resonate inside your armor.
I'm assuming my armor does nothing against
your armor
this.
Doesn't stop it at all, unfortunately, my friend. Those left behind don't care for armor. It is now back to your turns, however. It's your go.
I don't have a... I can't remember if I took a... I did take a medical box, didn't I? Oh no, he's asleep.
He's asleep. You can try waking him up if you want, but that'll be your go. I'd say that was your go. You'd only one of your monkeys gets to act if you want to try and wake up Skibbity.
Yeah. Let me try and wake up Skibbity and then one monkey will attack.
Okay. Oh shit! I didn't roll for the monkeys. What's the monkey presence?
Oh, well, it doesn't really have one.
Okay, let's just roll. Let's just roll
mine.
Flat. Well, yeah. Okay, fair enough. What's your presence?
0. So
cool. Roll presence for the monkeys.
7.
Okay.
And an 8.
Okay, cool. So they both fail. What's a monkey's hit points, Ross?
3.
Okay, cool. I'm rolling damage right now. That's 3 points. One of the monkeys is torn asunder by the oral scream. Up to you, Ross.
Margaret, no!
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Margaret, oh no, is ripped asunder by the scream. Just bits of her turns to you, Brian, and puts a hand out. It's just like her head busts open and the body floats in the water.
Oh, there's
Margaret!
the monkey.
Yeah, Terry, you can now see the monkey. And the damage on the other monkey was...
Nice.
2. The other monkey is rent, blood across its fur as the scream carries across it. I need
All right,
another.
cool.
I need another present test from this monkey, bro.
Fucking hell. 17.
Okay, fine. This monkey does not fall asleep, probably because it's in too much pain. So the current combatants are Brian, Terry, one bloody monkey versus still two standing drowned zombies and a sleeping Skibbity. What are you gonna do? It's your go. So what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll wake up with one action. Skibbity.
Okay, cool. You shake Skibbity awake.
It's me, Brian. You can't see me, but you fell asleep.
Oh,
Get up. Also, Margaret's dead. Margaret's dead.
Margaret's dead. Not the real Margaret. Oh, you mean the monkey Margaret?
Skibbity, you see the floating body of a dead monkey.
Oh, thank God for that.
And then I'm going to attack with my other monkey.
Okay, the surviving
My last
monkey, the nameless monkey.
16.
16 is a hit. Roll monkey damage.
4 again.
Oh, the monkey, dripping blood, clenches its fists and glowers at the drowned. It takes tufts of its own hair and rams it inside its ears so it can't hear anymore. Runs splashing through the water, jumps up the knee of the drowned, tears a chunk out of the ribcage, uses it as a jumping platform to plow forward into its head and tear open the bottom jaw. The drowned head snaps around and twists and crumbles backwards, and then just with chunks of frozen flesh cascading all around it, the nameless monkey stands up slowly, wipes blood off its brow, and slowly walks away from camera.
Can I say something as well?
Absolutely.
What are you, Mr. Music Box? So you're supposed to be a warrior. Why are you not getting involved?
Never said I was warrior. Wreck is just music box man and shitting pants over here, okay?
All right, you stay behind there, shitting
Thank
boy.
you.
Well, I found Rick to be entirely disappointing. All right, let's see if we can deal with this last one.
Go ahead, Terry.
Alley-oop. 17.
17 is a hit! Awesome damage with the mace.
Smashing with the mace. Here we go. Coming on in. It's a 6.
6 with one fell swoop. Terry, how would you like to completely smash in this zombie?
Yeah.
Terry wants to slam Terry slams the mace into the top of the zombie and then just pulls them onto his spikes, and just raises his hands and shield aloft as it impales it on the spikes. Terry! And then realizes it's sort of stuck and is just starting trying to pull it off. And it's just like, no, you really snagged on there.
Hey, give it. You just have to pull.
I can't see where you are. Just get hold of a. Hey, you get hold of the leg.
Yeah, I've got the leg.
Okay, I'll push. I'll try and get a bit of leverage on. You try and pull him off.
All right, I'll pull him off there. Don't you worry about that, boy.
Right, I'll lard him up. You pull him off.
All right, pull him off, boy.
You awkwardly get rid of the body, and it slumps to the ground. The once dead are now dead again. You have defeated those that left behind.
Belvedere, did you see that?
I did.
Yeah, what did you think?
Sacrilege.
Were you impressed?
No, sacrilege. Those were our dead kindred.
Yeah, but they were going to kill you, and I was saving your life.
Nah, no one's perfect, Brian.
Trouble in paradise.
This is how it begins. I used to hear this through the walls, and I knew I could make my moves. I just had the most wonderful dream. You were there, and you were there, and you were there, and Margaret was there.
Skibbity, I'm quite glad I can't see you at the moment.
Oh, I think my vision's starting to come back.
Actually, Skibbity, you can slowly see. You start to see everything now. First off, you can only see the two frozen corpses on the floor, the dead monkey, but then soonly feet, and then everything else slowly comes back into vision. Terry, your vision comes back slowly after that, and you see Belford. I know you've already seen Belford, but you see Wreck for the first time.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck happened to that monkey?
Yeah. Oh, terrible. Yeah, died. I think we should have a little rest, an hour's rest, just before we go into.
No, do not rest. We go to the plant of life now, and we open this music box, and then the treasures will belong to Rek.
I feel like the almighty presence of Rek doesn't want us to have a sleep.
Rick is quite insistent, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe we should just go straight there.
You can take.
Will he be coming to the wedding as well?
Rek is invited. Is who?
Is Rick coming to the wedding?
Oh yes, Rick is invited. Yeah, Rick is invited. Yeah.
Not coming. I'm a strong maybe.
Well, you don't know when it is.
Busy. Having a wash of hair.
You're just a music box man. You could come. You could do the music.
Yeah, this is a very good reason for me to come.
Come on, music box man.
All right.
Yeah, music box man.
Wedding. Yes.
It's one of these weddings where we're going to rely on our creative friends to just do things for us for free, while not really valuing that actually is a product that should be charged for.
Well, listen, if we're not going to rest, I'll give my music, my
You can rest
box.
if you wish.
All right,
Mighty
let's rest
Brian of the Monkeys and Whip.
Yeah, I think we should rest just to get some of our hit points back, and then we go straight on.
All right,
you can rest here atop the hoard, but I will warn you that there was 3 dead, drowned things in that chamber.
Well, why can't we just go back into where your friends are living in the cocoon?
You know, that's their room. Well, you can't rest in there.
Why?
You dirty outsiders. Look at you covered in shit.
You are covered in shit, Brian.
All right, fine.
I'm
Let's sleep on top of this hoard of random shit.
Let's make a little pile of us.
Are you taking a short rest or a long rest?
How many hit points can you get back on a short rest?
A short rest is D4 as long as you have food and water, and a long rest is D6 as long as you have food and water. But the long rest does involve you actually going to sleep, properly.
Yeah, let's just have a short rest because I don't have enough hit points to benefit from a long rest anyway. So
okay.
I've also just had a great sleep. So
yeah,
you
sit down, have some lard.
You sit down and have some lard atop the hoard, the drowned hoard, watched curiously by Belfaduck and Rek. Rek, who continues to try and prise open the music box and tries to enlists your help in doing so. In fact, the hour or so that you're sat there chilling in a horrible, horrible place, he does enlist your help to try and get the music box open. You are sat on a hoard of stuff. If anyone wants to try and Belfaduck isn't always watching you.
I'll have a look around. Yeah.
Try and sliver a hand round there. Do you want to roll a D4?
A D4. All right,
Yeah.
Here we go. It is 2.
2?
Yeah.
Your finger rests against something under the dirt, and then another thing. They're 2 pommels, and tugging them loose, you find 2 short swords.
Ah. So I now have 3 short swords.
Yeah. You can only use one, but you know.
All the treasure is just.
I have a look at the 3 of them, and then chuck all 3 away because I've got the great sword and just even
splash, clang, cring, cring.
Yeah.
If I'm the monkey.
Are the rest of you doing any filching?
No.
My monkey's back up to full, and so am I now.
Okay. Did you roll a D4?
Yes, I got a 2.
Well done, everyone.
My hit points are 2 anyway, and then his are 3, and he was already on 1.
All of you make presence checks as Rek enlists all of your help to open the music box.
15.
2.
9.
What did you get, Terry?
2.
Your attempts at it was so bad that the music box, upon getting the lid open, snaps back, spring loaded onto your fingers. You lose a hit point as 2 of your fingers start to bleed and dripping into the water. But with Brian,
there goes the hit point I gained.
Brian and Skibbity do put aside their marital differences for a second. And Skibbity, with some knowledge of music anyway, are you a musician?
No, but
I heard
he's a restaurant owner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, things like this have been used in restaurants before to entertain guests.
There we go. Yeah.
Food. And but you do actually manage to prise it open, and Rek goes, finally! Now, the lid prizes open with several like spring-loaded arms open up onto this wonderful tiny diorama, this little vista. It is made of like wooden fake snow, and there are tiny figures spinning round on tiny little cogs. Rek goes, now I will play it. Holds the lever.
Stop. We stop him?
What? Why are you stopping, Rek?
Well, we haven't got to the plant yet, so wait
to see if it works.
No, because then trust me, you don't want to do it here.
I will do it here. I am Rek. I will do what I like here.
Skibbity stabs him.
Make a strength check.
All right. Oh shit! It's not good. It's like 9.
9.
Yeah.
Rek slides away from you. Slides down the mudded horde and goes, "You'll never get Rek."
Get him!
Holding the music box, runs back through the drowned lair. Splash, 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 splash.
Oh.
Well, we tried.
Bugger. Well.
We could chase after him. Let's go. Run!
Oh, right. We could, yes.
Oh, yes,
It's him!
We chase him. We chase him. We give chase.
You give chase after Rek. Will everyone please make strength checks?
Oh, it's a natural 1.
Natural 20!
13!
You, Terry and Brian, you keep pace. You go splashing down the corridor. Terry, you begin to lag behind because of your fucking armor. Brian overtakes you like the fucking Terminator. One bloody unnamed monkey still on his shoulder, pointing the way. As you charge down the running Rek, he turns and goes up the stairs that you came down. Brian, you're the first up there. You slam into the wall and immediately see Rek up ahead of you. You chase him up the stairs. Brian, make a presence check.
Natural 1.
Natural 3. Rek starts singing backwards. You will never catch me, ha ha ha. As all around you, the vines start going. Terry, you slam into the wall with your armor. Make a presence check as you clamber up the stairs.
11.
11. You're fine.
No.
You don't start singing. You hear the angel faces. You don't start singing. But up ahead of you, you see Brian powering after Rek. Skibbity. There's like a beat, and then Skibbity smashes into the wall. Skibbity, you're just about keeping up with Terry, but you take a hit point as you smash into the wall, slip over, hit your head, get up, step on the stairs. It's slippy. You fall off that. You put your wrist out, then you sprain your wrist as you and then you graze your arm in just an annoying way, and all the water gets in it, and you might have syphilis or something, and you get a hit point. You get a hit point of damage. But then you charge after Terry. Terry who chased after Brian, who chased after Rek. Brian, Rek skids off and goes into the goblin shit room.
Where's he going? Come back here.
You follow him in.
I've already got shit on me anyway.
You follow him in, and then soon Terry clanks in, puffing out of breath, and then Skibbity with his massive teeth comes, like holding his head and his arm and his leg, covered in water. The three of you fan out around Rek as he stands next to the wall. He clutches his music box to him. Stay back!
Give us the box!
He turns the wheel.
No!
And as he turns it, the music clinks into place and all the teeth mar with each other, and a tune starts playing from the music box. It goes bling 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 bling, and behind him the wall melts as if it was ice. It comes down in pieces, melting one by one as if ice is sloughing off a roof, and behind him, opening up into a huge cavern, is a pulsating, multicolored, fluorescent throbbing mass of viney tendrils. All around, spores coat the air, glowing with horrifically bright colors. An incandescent array of tumescent vines and glowing spores melt through the air, pulsing, throbbing. Rek grins at you with his box. Rek rolling you slowly turns round and stalks into the room with the plant of life. What would you like to do?
I send one of the monkeys after him.
The nameless monkey, who's now got an eye patch, looks up at you and squints at the over the eye patch.
Sick him, boy.
The nameless monkey looks up at you and you say, boy. Turns his palms up helplessly.
Or go. Or whatever. Just go that way. Eat him.
Satisfied with the name of whatever, the eye patch monkey turns round, squares his jaw, and runs forward into the room with a plant of life. What are the rest of you doing?
Fuck trees! Terry charges forward and slams and launches a furious attack against the plant of life.
Okay, it is very much like a tree. You charge in, this room is way bigger than you thought it was on the outside. Immediately make a presence check as the spores fill your nose and face and lungs.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, roll a d4.
That's a 2.
2. The world spins. You must use one hand to support yourself against the wall or fall. However, you did make an attack first, so I'm going to allow that to happen. So
14 on the attack.
Okay, 14 on the attack. You do hit. You as the world spins around you, you duck out the way of one of the vines that ripples towards you, flinging spores everywhere like horrible pollen clinging to your clothes. You duck underneath that and smash your mace into a nest of curls close to the root of this horrible, vibrating, pulsing plant. Roll some mace damage.
Mace damage. 2 points of mace damage.
2 points of mace damage. Skibbity, what are you doing?
But he's gonna jump in, going, Cyril! With his sword.
Cyril slices through the air, make an attack.
Yeah, it's an 18.
18 is a hit. Roll some Cyril damage.
All right, Cyril damage. And it's a D10 plus 1. It's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Terry and Skibbity just claw their way into the vines. There's thick, viscous pollen that goes flying everywhere. They smash and slash. Terry, then your world begins to spin, and like a horrible night out of drinking, you can't focus and keep your hands on anything. You're going to be at a penalty for anything further you do in this room. Skibbity, make a presence check.
Yep. It's 13.
13. You're fine. Ross, give me one for whatever.
9.
9. Roll me a d4 for whatever.
2.
2. Whatever also has the world spinning all around him, and with one eye patch in what is essentially for him an alien landscape, a horrible Lovecraftian nightmare. The world spins all around him, and like a kaleidoscope of fireworks just goes spinning past his head as all the colors assault his senses. Rek has gone plowing in, and you see one of the tendrils wrap around his arm. You hear bones snap and ligament tear as he reaches out with his other arm into the mass of tendrils and plucks free a misshapen, shining, sparkling, fist-sized diamond, the likes of which none of you have ever seen in your lives. As the light hits it, it sprays even more impossible colors all over the walls and the vines of this cavern. Reckons what we came for, brother. We can buy ourselves. It gets pulled further down into the vines by the tendrils.
Your brother's dead.
Jorgen the heretic may well be dead, but Rek the musician is holding the music box and is slowly being dragged into the mass of tendrils. What would you all like to do? Sorry, I didn't give whatever a go. What is whatever doing when he's in there, Ross?
He's gonna kill. Well, he's gonna he was gonna go and chase after and kill Rek. But seeing as Rek's already being dragged into the plant, he's going to go and grab the music box off of him.
Okay.
Try and get the music box.
Give me an agility test for whatever as he jumps over the vines. He will be at a penalty for this because he's suffering from the spores.
But he is a monkey.
He is a monkey. Roll high.
So, it's not too bad. 17. Now, I don't know what his agility is. Mine is -1. But I imagine that a monkey wouldn't be -1.
I imagine that too. And I tell you what, 17's a good roll. And despite a malice I would take of 4 or something for the world spinning, that's still enough to succeed. Shaking his head underneath his eye patch, bouncing over these vines with the world spinning all around him. Cyril the blade falling and smashing into some vines. Terry's mace smashing against the wall before Terry himself goes leaning onto a wall. Whatever the monkey, as Rek is slowly being crushed and compounded down into the vines, holding the diamond in one hand and the music box in the other. Whatever snatches the music box clear as Rek is consumed by the vines. Then whatever looks down and sees the diamond.
No! Naughty monkey!
Brian, make a presence check to control whatever the badass monkey.
That is a 13.
13. Whatever, the well-trained monkey looks at the diamond, and then a vine just whips over and nearly slaps him away, broken out of his reverie, holding the music box over his head. He runs and skips back to you. Terry and Skibbity, I'm going to need some more attack rolls.
All right.
11.
15. 16.
11. Terry, that's a fail. Skibbity, that's a hit. Skibbity, roll some more damage.
Yeah, cool.
Terry, I need you to now make an agility test. As one of the you miss the vine, it whips round fast, spraying you in the eyes with spores and attacks you.
That's an 8.
An 8, you fail. The vine wraps itself around you, and you are slowly dragged into the plant of life's pulsating heart. Skibbity, what did you get on your
5
damage?
points of damage.
5, cool. This thing had 30 hit points when you went in here. You've done about 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
So you've cut away a half of the mass. Terry, I'm going to need you to make a strength check.
This is how I imagine it is with Margaret. 17.
17. Just as okay, so you don't take too much damage. You take 2 points of crushing damage from the vine before you break yourself free, snapping the vine clear, spraying sap everywhere. Whatever the monkey goes bouncing past your head, you pull yourself free. What would the two of you like to continue? Would you like to continue hacking at the plant of life in order to try and get the diamond? Or would you like to leave?
I think I'm going to do one more attack.
Yeah, I think this is Terry's not going to leave a tree.
Yeah.
Terry's not going to back down from a fight.
We've come this far. We've come this far.
Is that does my armor affect this damage?
Yes, it does. You're quite right. You can roll your d6 against that armor, against that damage.
Cool. I'm all good.
Terry stands fast against the tree, plants his feet with roots of hatred, and squares his jaw and his mace against the oncoming horde of tree legs.
Fuck nature. 12.
12 is a hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Skibbity, what'd you get?
15.
15 is a hit. Roll damage.
3.
3, okay. 5, okay. Brian and whatever are you doing as whatever scampers over to you and gives you the music box that is open and playable? Would you like to do anything else?
So he's going to move back to the entranceway, and then he's going to send whatever back in to attack the plant and eat the plant.
Whatever doubles over and puts his hands on his knees, heaves for a moment, looks up at you, raises an eyebrow, looks back into the room where Terry and Skibbity are just in an orgy of violence and multicolored horror. just vines and sap going everywhere, blades lifting and falling, and just the endless pulsating colors, the horrible colors assaulting the cranium constantly.
Yeah, you can do this. Don't worry. I've got faith in you.
Make a presence check to send your monkey, your hero, the only hero in this team.
14.
14, resolutely, giving you a salute. Whatever the monkey marches on back, empty-handed into the mess of vines. Roll an attack for whatever.
Do I get 2? Oh, no, I only get 1. That is a 19 on the
19
die.
is a hit. Roll monkey damage against the plant of life.
That is a 2 points of damage.
2. Terry and Skibbity, roll me some more.
Yes. That's a 3.
3.
17.
17. Skibbity, roll some damage.
It's 3.
Terry, make an agility check.
That's an 11.
Terry is wrapped again by the vines.
Oh god.
They slowly start squeezing the armor as it buckles like a tin can. Terry, you take you take 6 points of damage. Terry, are you still alive?
I rolled a 6 on my
Fucking
damage from my armor.
He's unkillable. He's unkillable. Roll me a strength check.
6.
6. You continue to be trapped by the vines and will not be able to make an attack next turn. You can only try and get free of it. Whatever and Skibbity, roll some dice
19.
19. Skibbity.
Mate, rolling like a bitch right now.
4.
Oh, and it's 11 points of damage.
Oh,
Big
shit.
damage
Okay.
here.
Okay. Whatever failed his attack. Can whatever make an agility check, please?
Yes. That is a 6.
The vine sweeps itself round whatever as with just claws and teeth. He's just furiously scrabbling at the remaining vines. Seeing Terry get sucked down, seeing Skibbity just endlessly slashing away. The vine wraps itself round whatever the monkey.
Oh, well done.
Ross, I have to ask you, is the monkey wearing any kind of armor?
No.
Then, with one final death twist of its horrible vines, they clench around the ribcage and midriff of the small monkey, the brave monkey, the nameless monkey, the hero monkey. As his head pops off his body and his entrails come squirting out of his neck like a horrible Play-Doh machine. What he would have wanted.
No, whatever.
Dan, I rolled another 6 on the D6 of damage for you this round. Make another strength check.
All right, let's roll.
Oh yeah, roll for the armor.
check
Sorry,
first.
my bad.
I rolled a 3, which means I got 1 hit point.
You got 1 hit point, but at that point is when Skibbity's Cyril comes down and slices the black Icarus heart of the plant of life down for that 11 damage, that juicy 11 damage, carves it in half. And despite all odds, the three of you are still stood there. Rex's mangled body comes tumbling out. Whatever the monkey that was is mashed into a pool on the side, and then tinking down is the mishappen fist-shaped diamond that I really didn't think you guys were going to stick around and fight for.
Skibbity picks it up.
It is a fucking huge diamond.
This is huge.
We can split this 3. We could open up the biggest moss
restaurant where everyone can bring their wives.
Yes, I could bring my wife.
Your new wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring my wife.
That much
We'll double
moss.
date.
Think of the amount of forest I'd have to clear to grow that much moss. It's a dream.
Dream come true for the three of us.
The Belphegor stands at the entrance to the goblin room as you come out, covered in ichor and blood and spores, monkeyless, your armor dented. She nods at you.
You have done a great service. My kin will soon come to their senses and we can go back to living in that horrible lake that we used to live in.
What, me and you?
No, my kin, my family.
Oh, I thought you were gonna...
What?
I thought we were gonna...
No, it was a lie so I could get them on side.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
Even I feel bad about that.
You mean there's not going to be a
and
wedding?
I fucked his wife.
Brian, make one last presence check.
Go on!
Go on, Brian.
13.
Belfoduk takes the address of your cave just before you leave. Pats you on the shoulder and says,
Maybe I will come and torture you or something every now and then. I do owe you something, and it was less malign, your presence. It did bring me some amusement, even if you do smell like shit. To be fair, I have lived in a bog for a long time, so you know what? Maybe it's time to get out there a bit more. Why not? I was chained to a literal wall for a long time.
Yeah. You know, if you fancy it, whatever.
Don't get too excited. Just every now and then, okay?
No, I won't. No. He turns away and he's got like a half smile. Just
as he walks off, I just sort of say, "I live next door, by the way."
Skibbity, roll a presence check.
All right.
If you get a natural 20, this is gonna be so.
It's not that good actually. It's 12.
12. She goes, "Fuck off."
To be fair, that was creepy. I'm sorry.
With Brian's half smile and completely monkeyless, that is how you exit the hollow sarcophagus. And with your actually incredible amount of riches, you make your way back across to Veland, taking rests as you go with your new sword, your wealth of experience, having, against all odds, completed your task. You make your way back to the frozen wastes of Kurgus, where you are greeted by an armed guard on horses that come and pick you up and ride you all the way to Allianz, the throne room, where through the great frozen gates, up the icy steps, into once more the throne room of Allianz, where with the horrible busts looming over you, the mounted and cloaked guards lead you back in.
This is so. I forgot how grand this is.
It's very nice.
It is a nice place.
But we've been literally in a room full of shit for the last day.
Shit.
I've still got shit on me. I'm surprised they let me in
Yes,
here.
somehow you do, despite the orders that I gave to my guards to give you a thorough scrub down before you entered my
this won't come out with the scrubbing.
Yeah, sorry about that, Your Majesty, Your Honor, Your Princess.
What? Yes. All of them. I am all
yes.
of them, and I am more. You have brought back sound to Kurgus in these dark times. We will now know that things are not so pale, and the frost fair can be heard again.
Yes, and we did it all for you, for our wondrous reward. Which is...
Your reward right here. She takes... With a languid, icy hand, she takes the music box from you and places it on a counter very near to her study. She looks at you and cocks an eye, and that icy, tiny tiara-like crown, like it's made of daggers, just cocks at an angle and goes, "I have but one question."
Go on.
Did you tell anyone of your mission whilst you were away and out of Kurgus?
No.
No, most of them died. Well, in fact, 90% of them died.
You didn't tell a single soul. The thing that I requested of you before you left this throne room
we may have
was not to tell a single person.
We may have asked one or two people if they'd seen a music box.
Indeed you did, Skibbity of the teeth.
Oh, shit.
Oh, spaghetti.
The very first person you came across, in fact. The two-headed basilisk on his way to Galgenbeck took great pleasure in informing
now you
everybody
mention
in
it,
Galgenbeck that the Blood Countess Anthelia of Kurgus was missing her music box, and she was sending hobos and peasants to Tveland to retrieve it.
Yeah, now you're saying it.
Now you've
It
jogged
does kind of sound bad. Yes.
Yeah, now that you said that we did it literally as soon as we left, it does sound a little bit better. But you know, each to their own.
Each to their own, indeed. Now you may have your reward. And she turns away and plays the music box, and to the sound of bling, 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 one of the guards comes up behind each of you and rams a frosted sword through the back of your chest for betraying the wishes of the Blood Countess Anthelia, because you succeeded in the mission. You did so well, but you fucked yourselves as soon as you left, before you even got to the dungeon.
Oh my god.
And as the blood of these three brave, very successful idiots pools frozen on the floor of Allianz, the throne room claiming more victims, we pan out and leave our adventure here. Thank you all for a lovely, horrible Morkborg, and thank you guys for playing that game with me.
Thank you so much.
Scott.
That was great.
Thank you,
that was a lot of
Scott.
fun.
That
man.
was.
Yeah, that was fun.
I love a romantic comedy.
Well done. Thank you, patrons, for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know. Talk about it on the Discord. Talk about it on social media. Tell your friends. And don't worry, this ends here with these three dying, but we've got loads more Patreon shows and content for you to listen to every other Tuesday. Thanks very much. Good night. And remember to mork your borgs.
Thank you, Dangerlings. Bye.